Hi guys, and welcome back to Scrap Rat. I'm Cindy, and today we are working with our limited supplies, and I am no good at fussy cutting, and the Scan and Cut and I are not on speaking terms right now. So, we have this paper in our pad, and we also have this one that I may or may not may use this one. Yeah, why not? We'll just use this one because I like it. But we have all these bits. I just took some punches that I had, just circles and some tags and some like little stamps. And when I got tired of punching stuff, I just made strips. I figured we could use them for belly bands or what have you. Well, the strips happen to fit in our little pocket of the folio that we made for our first video. So those fit in there. I also did cut out, what did I do with it? No, I can't find, oh, it's right there. I did cut out the other ephemera that was in this pad. That's what made me realize we're going to need more. Because if I'm going to use this whole pad, I'm going to need things to decorate it with. But I did cut out all the little cards and whatnot that came with it. And the tags that came with it. Little tags. And I put them in our little wallet, our ephemera holder that we made. So, oh, and I also put something on, whoopsie, oh well, I put something on our little band, our closure. I do want to show you before we continue on with storing this. I did keep some of these cut aparts together because my thought was we could use them and fold them over a page. We can always cut them apart later. So if you're working with a pad and you want to cut apart some of your ephemera and fill up your little folios that we're making, do that. And also, I want to say that we are going to add in a big envelope. It's just like a mailing envelope. We're going to add that in a future video. So if you have one, it doesn't have to be pink, guys. I just happen to have a pink one. They come in white and manila, and I don't know what the orange color is called, but I happen to like that color. Just not with this paper pad. My intention was to have this done before fall, but well, we'll just keep working with it. It'll keep the winter blues away. And when spring rolls around, we may still be working on it. We'll see. All right. So we're going to take that. We're going to take this page, and it is directional though. It's okay. I got it. Got it. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to make a little pocket for all the itty bitty bits. So let's make him, how wide is this? This is 4.5. So let's make him 4 inches wide. Let's make him 4 inches wide. Are we going to be that way tonight, Carl? Come on. Stay nice. Okay. Make one at 4.5. I'm going to hold on to that. We may end up using it because who knows if I did this wrong. Okay, so if this is 4.5, then we do a quarter on each side. I don't have a scoreboard. I think I'm going to add a scoreboard, guys. I think I'm going to add a scoreboard. Okay. Because if we do this guy, yes, if we do this guy at, let's do him 4 inches tall, 5 inches tall. Yeah, let's do him at 5 inches. No, let's go 5.5, 5.25. Split the difference. Yeah, 5.25. And we're going to hold on to that guy. And hopefully Carl is cutting straight. And we're going to grab out our little scoreboard. And I'm going to score on the bottom and the two sides at 1/4 of an inch. Right? Yes. Score down the one side and score down the other side. We're going to cut out these little corners, and we're going to cut up to our score line, and then we're going to nip it out kind of at an angle on both sides. We're going to take and cut out, and then we're going to nip it just like that. And kind of end up with a little weird shape. Okay, and we're going to take and we're going to just miter these corners ever so slightly, just so they're not in our way. Let's see how we did on this. No, I didn't save our branding strip. We're going to need that for closure. Are we? Ah, no, we're not going to need that for closure. We'll think of something else. Okay. Is that right? Oh, that is right. Okay. So that is going to be our pocket. Okay. But I don't want this guy being upside down on our front flap. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in just a little bit above, about a 1/2 inch over what our depth of our, not depth, the height of our pocket is. We're going to come in about a 1/2 inch. Yeah, about a 1/2 inch. And we're going to cut it. So we are going to cut right around in there. Right around in there. Okay. And we're going to get our glue. That's not our piece. That's our piece. Okay. Face up, face up. We're going to take our glue and we're going to put it around our corners. You want to make sure your bottom is tucked in and your sides are out. It gives you just a hair bit more room on your little gussets. Is it a gusset? I guess it's a gusset, yes. And we're just going to put glue on our edges. Our bottom keeps trying to pop back out. Stay. Okay, face up, face up. And we're just going to take and stack him up on the bottom. Make sure he's even on our table. And we're just going to squeeze him down to where he goes where he needs to go. And there is our little pocket. We're going to come over to our scoreboard. And it doesn't really matter what the length is. We want just right above where the edge of our pocket is. So we're just going to go right there. And that is going to be, is it seriously going to rip on me? Are we going to rip? Okay, no. Thank goodness. All right. So we are going to take, how about we take this bit off down here. We're going to cut it. I'll tell you what it's at. You're going to cut it right below that little butterfly's tooties. And that is about 4 1/4 is where we put that. And we are going to take and miter these 2 corners just ever so slightly. You don't have to do very much. You just don't want them sticking out. And we're going to come and we're going to use our corner rounder. Oops, sorry guys. We're going to use our corner rounder. And we're going to round our corners. And we're going to ink. Oops, that's a little dark. That's a little heavy-handed. You don't have to go that dark. But if you do, it's going to be okay. And we're just going to come in, ink this guy. And I forgot to ink the top of the pocket before I glued it down. And I'm going to show you how to cover that up. So how many people are crafting along with this limited supplies? Anybody? If you are, what paper pad are you using? Not that I need any paper pads, but we all love paper. I'd like to see what you're using. And if anybody has any type of, I guess, requests, oops, you want me to make something, or if you're struggling with something, let me know in the comments below, and well, I will do what I can. Okay, now we're going to take this. Oops. We're going to take this and we're just going to glue our little flap on. That way our flap's not upside down. If you don't have directional paper, you don't have to worry about cutting off your flap because, well, you won't need to do this part. But I had directional paper and I know that it would drive me crazy with my flap being on the front, being upside down. So I had to fix that. So there is our little pocket. And This we're going to put to the side, and we're going to take all of our little, I'm going to call them fussy cuts even though they're not. We're going to take all of our little fussy bits and we're going to put them in here. You know what? We're going to pick out one. Let's pick out one. What's a good one? That guy? Oh, that guy's kind of cute. What else we got? Ooh, the purple one. Kind of like the purple one. Or the blue. Oh, we got two blue ones. Let's use a blue one. Of course, I like the little heart though too. That's ever so sweet. And I don't know where else I'm going to use that, so we're going to use him. I'm probably going to regret doing that, but we're going to go ahead and put our stuff in. And we're going to ink our little heart. And we are going to take, and we're going to put him down to just above that. What we're going to do is we're going to put glue down on this bottom third. Okay, we got glue about a third of the way down. And what we're going to actually do when we come here is we're going to glue it. Not quite halfway, so about a third of the way. So we have just that little extra space to where we can tuck our little flap in, and it holds all our bits. And we're going to take this guy, and we could make him into a tag. That would be so cute. But I'm going to show you something in case you have a small hole punch. Not hole punch. It's not what I'm talking about. Circle punch. If you have a smaller circle punch, I don't know what this one is, probably half inch. Probably half inch. We're going to go in, and this one has a circle in the center of it. And I take and I line my corner up. I have to look at it. I line my corner up with that circle, and I punch. And I punch. So you're just wanting to take up a quarter of the circle and get your little ticket shape. Your little ticket shape. And then we're going to come in and we're going to go in the center. And we're going to go probably not quite, maybe a quarter of the way in. And we're just going to give it a little nip. Make sure you're in the center of in between your guys. We're just going to give it a little nip. So now, let's see something we can put it on where you can see. Now we have an extra little piece of ephemera. And we'll put this in our other one. So there we have yet another ephemera holder. So we can get busy making other stuff. And like I said, if you are crafting along, make sure that you look for a mailing envelope. If you don't have one, it's okay, guys, because, well, we'll figure something else out. Because I do have a couple of other ideas and suggestions that I will tell you about in the video, and we may even make an extra video for if you don't have the envelope. But yeah, so now we have 3 pieces in our set so far, and they're all coordinating because of the paper that we're using. And that's a good thing about using a pad of paper is no matter where you pull it from in the pad, it goes in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, there's that. So just wanted to say thank you guys very much for stopping by. And I hope you are enjoying this. And just in case you are new here, even for some of y'all who haven't heard yet, pop on over to my community page and read about the giveaway that we're doing. And you'll have to be a current subscriber, like this video, and we're giving away some stamp sets. And we're going to give them away when we get to 500. And I have 5 of them. So yeah, so the rules are over on the community page. You'll have to like this video, like I said, and you'll have to be a current subscriber, and then you can enter multiple times. So go check that out. And until next time, guys, go out, spread some joy, be good to one another, and love one another. Yeah. Until next time, much love. Bye.